Let's get our mind right, Christians, get our mind right. Let's get our mind right, Christians, get our mind right. Let's get our mind right, Christians, get our mind right. Let's get our mind right, let's get our mind right. I didn't come to soothe the ears of the people. I came here to restore the guidelines of the leader.
Operating out of the Spirit. What do you mean by operating out of the Spirit? Operating out of the Spirit simply means rejecting everything that your body says. Your body wants one thing. Your body wants you to do this. Your body wants you to do that because it feels good. See, that's the way that the deceiver gets us. He gets us with the feel goods of the world. The fleshly, the tingling sensation in the flesh. All the things that deal with making your body feel good. But operating out of the Spirit is letting God have His way and telling yourself no, because your understanding is no understanding. The Bible tells us not to lean to our own understanding, but everything that God says. Man can't live off bread alone. So what that means is you just can't eat food and expect to live. That's not a life. But every word that comes out of God's mouth, that's what we live on. Because our stay here is temporary. It's just a vapor, just like a mist. We're here and then we gone. So it is best for us to operate out of the Spirit and not out of the flesh. What your heart tell you, that's your spiritual man talking. Whatever your body tell you, or what the individual that you're around, or the individual that might want a sexually desired favor, or however they go, that's operating out of the flesh. See, God told us to wait before we do anything. Marriage, sex, He said it's best for a man to wait. And the reason why He said it's best for us to wait, because He knew it would be houses and homes without a father figure or male figure in them. See, then we ask questions, why this man like this? Why this woman like that? Because we didn't do our research. We didn't do an inventory on that person before we laid down with it. Yeah, I got a baby mama. And when I started learning about Christ, I understood what He said about wait. Now, with the child support and all these other things that come with the baby mama, true enough, I'm glad that my daughter's here. But the instruction of God is to wait. Because everybody don't know the Lord. And knowing the Lord will keep you out of a whole bunch of snares and traps and a whole bunch of things that'll pull you away from your desired destiny. So that's why it's good for us to snap back on track and follow the Lord in all that He said. Because our way is no way, but His way lead to a life of long days and righteousness. That's the fight and struggle that we have every day. Operating out of the Spirit. Now, another thing about operating out of the Spirit. Operating out of the Spirit, I don't care how much you in around worldly things or worldly people and worldly environment in general. If you're operating out of the Spirit, you always gonna come out right. Regardless of what people say. Some folks gotta step away from the things, some things, because if they get too close to it, they'll go back. But when you operate out of the Spirit, you're always gonna be governed by Christ. And what that means, governed by Christ, that means control. Just like at your job. Your boss may give you a command. He might even say it crazy to you. But you're controlled by Christ. So that will not allow you to snap on him. That's being governed. Somebody might say something to you. Somebody may do something to you to try to control you. But you are controlled by Christ. That's what being governed and the driving part. You got to be redeemed by what the spiritual man say, not what you say. God is love. ELT.